Welcome back to this week's episode of Flashback Friday. This is a tribute episode for my grandma Mary. And next we're going to play Blockbusters for Commodore 64. And so far this week I've won $1,000 with computer squares and no money on goods to the other class. So let's see if I can turn around with this game. Alright, here's our first question. What A was a famous vessel built of gopher wood? Green Ark? Yes. Hey, please. What is the desert north of the Orange River, mostly in Botswana? The Kalahari. Alright. What M did the wise men bring along with gold and frankincense? It looks by one letter. It's M-Y-R-H. What was the same noise made by Swiss mountaineers? A yodel. Alright, let's try P, please. What P is a support for a head full of feathers or plastic foam? Hello. What he was the second prime minister of the present Queen's reign? Edward. S. Eden. Liz Z was a French author and a South African writer. Zola. What I is the peninsula which was a theater of war against the French? Iberia? Okay, I got it right. It's Iberian. Alright, let's try O next. What O means stupid and is also implied to angels. Angels. Obtuse. Yes. Alright, how about D, please? What D were the Big Band brothers, Jimmy and Tommy? Me? Dorsey. Okay, we're gonna try J. What J is a taunt or a joke? A jest. F, please. What F is no longer legal in tender, but was worth a quarter of a penny? Farthing. Okay. What G was a bearded doctor who for years dominated English cricket? I don't know that one. Great. Hey, I'm not gonna win with C, but let's go that one anyway. Keep it under control. What C do some people burn at both ends? Candle? H. What H is the full moon nearest the autumn equinox? Harvest. L. What L is a visible form of electromagnetic radiation? Lead? Light. I just lost the first round. What is an island republic south of Greenland and 500 miles north of Scotland? Iceland. K. G, please. Lake G in Sussex is the home of the Dukes of Orleans and famous for horses and motor races. Goodwood. The answer is Goodwood. What B is a female fox? A vixen. C. What T is a large dish from which soup is served? Tureen. What R indicates lone tree and elephant, and was the name of the Swiss coaster? Ritz. A, please. What is a type of nose that looks like an eagle's beak? Don't know. Aquamarine. Alright, we're on to the letter U. What U is a final demand or threat? Ultimatum. Alright, let's do L, please. What L are German solid songs? Lullaby. What's called a leader. Alright. What P was associated with Brock and the establishment of Cubism? Picasso? Yes, I got it right. Alright, let's do M, please. What M is a flying insect that has a pupil in a cocoon of silk? That'll be a moth. Let's do O, please. What O is a fruit grown in Spain and Italy that is sold green and black and produces oil? That would be an olive. Alright, let's try Z, please. What Z was a car and a gentle west wind? Zephyr? Hey, I got it right, man. I said exactly what was on there and they didn't even give it to me. Oh well. What B is the color of flag flown by a pirate? That would be black. Alright, let's do W. What W is any beetle that damages stored wood? Weedle? It's weevil. Alright, I got it right. Q. What Q is a fundamental physics particle and mentioned by James Joyce? Quark. Quark. K. X for the lens. What X were discovered by Roentgen? X-rays. Plural. Alright, so I won my first game. I got $500. Let's move on to the next round. So we're tied at 1 apiece. Let's go to the next round. What N is the wine you mustn't put in old bottles? New. It's also the type of tricks you can't teach an old dog. Alright, let's do W. What W was Overwhite's brother? Wilbur. L, please. What else are caterpillars, grubs, and tadpoles? Larvae. How about Q, please? What Q is a French-speaking town and province of Canada? Quebec. Alright. B, please. And I did a lot of practicing on this one, so that's why I'm getting all these questions right. Okay. What B is part of the nose that carries pin's nose? What B is part of the nose that carries pin's nose? Bridge. Your nose has bridges. Just like your nose has bridges. What G are songs of a person who overestimates the merits of his own scheme? Goose? Oh, it had to be song. The answer was C. The only F to win this game. Let's see paces on the Matterhorn. They're mad. Man, why doesn't the computer try to block me? Let's see where the favorite hymns of Sir Winston Churchill. Charcoal. Let's go. Let's see comes after kitchen, dining, and multiplication table. Alright, we're going to do F for the win, please. What F married the world's sweetest and played in the Thief of Baghdad? Fairbanks. Which I believe is the capital of Alaska, I believe. What A were Princess Wright, Luigi, Nerve, and Walter Griffith? Architect. S, please. What else was a miserly commodity called Ebenezer Scrooge? Alright. Let's go in R for the win. This is going to break the tie. This one's going to break the tie. What R is the lonely meter made according to the Beatles? That would be Rita? Yeah. Alright, so I just won another $500. I win the next round, I get to play full run for 10,000 more. What else is to hunt deer by a stealthy approach? Stalk. Okay, I think I'm going to take Q. Let's see what happens. What Q are the accounts that have to settle every 3 months? Quarterly. Alright, got that one right. How about C, please? What C is another name for ISIS? Canine? Canines. Alright, P, please. What P is the better known name of Edson Arnett to the North American Mentos, a soccer player from Brazil? That would be, is it Pelé? V, please. What V are the 33 essential parts of the spinal column? It's the vertebrae. Alright. K for the win and a shot at $10,000. What K wrote the ode to a Grecian Earth? Alright. What do you make classical instruments? Isn't there's another one I just gotten right. Why didn't you take that? What name is an island with a term called the Skyward? Man Island. What use a little ragamuffin and it describes a type of short haircut? Urchin. D for the win, please. What deistic camp in Maryland used for relaxation by a U.S. president? Camp David. Hey, N for the win, please. What N is the popular name for a allergic irritation called Is it called a nettle rash? I just won the game. Okay, so I just won $15,000. $1,500. And I get to play for $10,000. Let's see if I can do it. Okay. A large homework. No. C. The UK is working with Switch hits as this on C and gave it over. KT. It was kill time. Beauty. Ugly duckling. OS. What you mustn't be when offside. IR. Soldiers and loyalty food. Iron ration. We just won the goal run, baby. Alright, so 10,000. So $11,500 plus $1,000. That brings me at $12,500. We'll be right back with classic concentration for the DOS right after this. Stay tuned, guys.